313watkins.com. Streaming on Roku.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Urban Review. This show is brought to you by the Substance Abuse Mental Health and Services Administration, as well as the Office of the White House Office of Drug Control Policy. And so I would like to state that the thoughts and opinions that we express today are not necessarily the thoughts and the opinions of the Substance Abuse Mental Health and Services Administration, nor the Office of Drug Control Policy out of the White House. But we think that they're probably pretty much in line with us. Man, is it hot today. We are here in the Motor City, and not only are we dealing with 91 to 100 degree temperatures, but today we're being inundated by smoke, toxic fumes that are floating down from our neighbors up north as well as from our neighbors out east. And I'm telling you, it's just like I woke up this morning and there was a fire right outside my door. But there was no fire, it was just the smoke, and I'm telling you, you could really smell it. So I'm giving a warning to everyone, pull out your COVID-19 mask. You had them created, you had them made, and now is the time to wear them because that is not good for your lungs. It's not good for your health. So please be alerted and advised. Well, we have a very, very good show coming up for you today. And first of all, I want to remind you that today is July the 16th, and at 6 o'clock p.m., you can call in and participate with the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development in our coalition meeting. Our coalition meeting mission statement is that CYFD is to improve outcomes for Westside Detroit youth and their families by establishing and strengthening community collaboratives that promote positive youth development and community revitalization through the prevention of youth substance abuse and other problem behaviors. The Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development mission reflects the work being accomplished by way of meaningful partnerships with established resources throughout the West Side community. So please come on out, be a part of our community coalition meeting, and you can just call in and be a part of it via Zoom. The phone number is 790-495-5710, and just click on Zoom and then put that in as the meeting ID. Once again, that's 790-495-5710. And the password is CUYFD. And I'm going to give you just a couple of updates on what's been going on out here right now. The Substance Abuse Mental Health and Services Administration is in a budget fight. And the White House has once again proposed eliminating SAMHSA, folding its functions into a new Administration for a Healthy America under Secretary Kennedy. Congress is pushing back. The House Appropriations Committee approved the fiscal year 2026 spending that maintains SAMHSA at a $7.1 billion budget, though Democrats note that that figure still represents a $91 million cut. That elimination fight is now carried over into the fiscal year 2027 budget negotiations. Harm reduction and syringe services programs are specifically targeted for elimination under the administration's proposal. Also, we want you to note that the final rule implementing the Support Act's medication assistance treatment provision, which was published on June 9th, has officially took effect on July the 9th, giving providers expanded flexibility for prescribing addiction medications. The Health and Human Services addiction comment period closed, and the Health Human Services sought public comment that ended on July the 5th on President Trump's Great American Recovery Initiative focused on expanding opioid and addiction treatment access in rural communities. Expect policy announcements in the upcoming months based on that input. And finally, cannabis rescheduling. DEA hearings are underway and expedited. DEA hearing on broader cannabis rescheduling began June 29, 2026. Currently, only the FDA-approved cannabis products and state-licensed medical cannabis are carved out in Schedule 3. Recreational cannabis remains Schedule 1. The hearing outcome will determine whether the reclassification expands, and that impacts all of you people out there that are using marijuana on a recreational basis. The public hearing here in Michigan that the Cannabis Regulatory Agency scheduled a second public hearing which will take place on July the 23rd for proposed marijuana rules. Industry stakeholders are encouraged to comment, and I know that right now there is a big fight to repeal the tax that's been imposed on cannabis, which is a mighty heavy tax, but it's a good tax. And then we know that the cannabis waste disposal protections introduced in July the 3rd by 19 House members. This bill amends the Medical Marijuana Facilities Licensing Act to create a new licensed marijuana disposer category for plant waste disposal and extends legal protection from criminal prosecution, civil liability, and asset seizure to disposers and their financial institutions and account. And we mentioned earlier that there is a 24% wholesale cannabis tax. Guidance has been issued. Michigan Treasury released guidance in March on implementing the new 24% wholesale tax that began and effective on January 1st. And the tax continues to draw industry criticism, and bipartisan repeal efforts remain active in the legislature. And last but not least, the DEA on-site inspections. The DEA has begun conducting on-site inspections at state-licensed cannabis retailers, a notable shift in federal engagement with state and legal cannabis business. So this thing is really ramping up. We are getting our federal agencies involved on the state level as far as regulatory, and so it's something to really watch. We know, and our watch list includes DEA rescheduling hearing outcomes that could significantly expand Schedule 3 cannabis coverage. The Michigan Administrative Cabinet cannabis rules on July the 23rd. There will be public hearings, and that may reshape licensing and operational requirements. And then last but not least, let's keep our eye on the SAMHSA fiscal year 2027 budget battle, where harm reduction funding specifically is at risk, and we want to watch the Senate Appropriations next activity on that. So we're excited about all of the wonderful things that are happening. We've got some big deals coming down, and we have got to keep our eyes and be alert as to what's going on with our federal government. Well, I'm going to start telling you about some of the wonderful activities that we've got coming up here in our city of Detroit. First of all, on Friday, August the 7th, from 12 to 4 p.m., yes, it is once again time for the Center for Urban Youth Family Development Community Cookout and Health Celebration. Once again, that's going to take place on August the 7th. It is free and open to the community. Come join us for a community cookout. We'll also have a cessation resource table if you want to quit smoking. We'll also have our Coalition Resource Fair, where we will have information on substance abuse prevention, research, treatment, and recovery. We are going to do a billboard premiere. One of our billboards in our community is going to be reflecting substance abuse prevention verbiage, and we're going to do our premiere that day. There's going to be a youth prevention zone, and we're going to have some free quit kits. There'll be music and entertainment, great food, and community health resources, and everything is absolutely free. that will take place at 15827 Indiana Street here in Detroit. Once again, that's 15827 Indiana Street. That's Indiana in Puritan. And it will start at 12 noon on Friday, August the 7th. And I have here with me today my good friend, Mr. Carl D. Abreu from the National Council on Alcohol and Drug Dependency of Greater Detroit. What's happening, Brother Carl? How you doing over there?
Good afternoon, good sir. How are you?
Oh, man, if I got any better, I wouldn't be able to take it.
That's all right.
And I'm glad to have you here today to tell our friends about our Community Street Festival that's coming up. Let us have it.
Okay, so if you don't mind, before I do that,
Yes.
I want to say thank you to you and your organization, first of all, for giving this wealth of information to our viewers, our listeners. It's just good stuff. Appreciate it, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I would like to say I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you all today to spread this information. So what I want to announce is that every year we have a Community Street Festival. This Community Street Festival this year will be held in a different location than normal.
Okay.
And it won't be in Detroit this year, but it will be in Inkster.
Okay.
It will be on the grounds of the old Inkster High School,
Wow.
which is located at 3250 Middle Belt Road, which is just south of Michigan Avenue. So at this particular event, we're going to have all types of healthy resources for the families, the children, and the community. And I'm just going to list off a few things here, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to have backpack giveaways.
Oh, wow.
We're going to have health resource giveaways. We're going to have entertainment and a live DJ. The host for this particular event is going to be the one and only Tune Up Man.
All
So
right.
from radio fame. So Tune Up will be hosting it, doing some giveaways. We're going to have an old school car show for those that might be into that type of thing. We're going to have a petting zoo for the smaller children and the older children like myself.
I was going to say.
I'm not going to miss out on that.
That's
but
right.
we're also going to have fun and games like, bounce houses and other engaging activity. We're looking to have a bowling truck where they can actually bowl on site. And also we want to have a game truck. So
All right.
we'll have
Video
those
game.
things with, I think it's got like 20 different TVs and gaming systems and those types of opportunities. Again, it's going to be on Friday, August the 21st of this year, 2026, from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., okay? And again, I'll repeat the address again, 3250 Middle Belt Road, which will be just south of Michigan Avenue in the city of Inkster. So other than that, we really want, it's free. Everything is free, open to the public. Going to be food trucks there and everything else. So free food, free music, free entertainment, free healthy resource information. And
that's a key.
that's about it.
Well, I mean, that's enough, my friend. That's outstanding. And it's free, safe, family fun.
Yeah.
It's for the whole family.
Yes.
And I know I just want to mention that the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development is a sponsor.
That was going to be that was going to be my next go-to before I get off here. Again, we thank you for participating. I'm not sure, but I know we're going to have activities with simulated goggles and things like that.
Yes, we're going to, the center will be out there as we have been in the past, and we will do our drunk driving simulation.
Okay.
Where we have a go-kart that's set up, and we have the goggles, that's once you put them on, they simulate what it's like to be intoxicated and trying to negotiate a driving course.
Right.
So the teenagers love that, and I've yet to see a young person step off of that and say, "Whoa!"
Yes.
So it's really an exciting event, and also I know that you guys will have the the other activities out there for the
Yes.
people to be involved in, and it's really a fun time, and it's good, clean, safe family fun. The entire family can be out there, from grandma to little toddler Tammy.
For sure.
Everybody can be out there, and there's something for everyone. So we really applaud the community for Coalition for Healthy Youth and Children and Families.
And families, yes.
Yes, and that's located on the east side. 2400 6 Mile, McNichols, East
Yep.
McNichols.
Oh, absolutely.
Housed at the National Council on Alcohol and Drug Dependency of Greater Detroit, where Dr. Benjamin Jones is the Chief Executive Officer over there.
Yes,
and
sir.
we love the work that you guys are doing. Just have a great program. They've got the STEPS program in there, that's Strong Teens Excelling in Prevention. And they meet on a regular basis. And then I just saw their fantastic summer youth employment program.
Yes, I was going to say,
Yeah, you
please excuse my look today, because I'm actually just coming from one of the student sites.
Okay.
And so, as you may know, the students work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then on Thursday, they have a prevention activity.
Okay.
And so this year, what we're doing is we have a local college and health career tour.
Oh,
So, like I say, the first week we went to the conference, the health conference, and then so this is our first week at one of the universities. So we were at the University of Detroit Mercy today.
Fantastic.
So yeah,
That's
again,
great.
appreciate it.
Yeah, and
And
you guys have about 20, 25 young people in that program, and they're doing just a fantastic job. I saw them last week out at Wayne County Community College downriver at the
Yes.
Wellness Beyond the Walls conference.
Yes.
We have a similar program with the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development, much smaller, but we're working with a group of young people. And in fact, our students are over at Channel 7
Okay.
today in the train station downtown.
Okay.
With Chuck Stokes.
Okay.
Understanding how to do what I do. I can understand why they didn't just come watch me, but I guess Chuck,
Right.
Chuck has just a wee bit more experience at this thing. But yeah, we really thank you, and we thank you for allowing us to collaborate and partner with you guys on these outstanding projects. And that's what things are all about, is collaboration, being able to work together for the good of the total city, east side, west side, north and south. And,
Absolutely.
we're looking forward to that. In fact, we're working right now with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services on the possibility of bringing another program into Detroit called Streets to address homelessness across the entire spectrum. And we'll be working with the National Council on Alcohol and Drug Dependency in that program. So
Definitely needed.
it's a thing where all hands on deck.
Okay.
All hands on deck. Everybody's got to work together, and we look forward to being out there with you guys on the 21st. And we are going to be right back after this short break. Thank you.
You will love your Avis Ford, because at Avis Ford, we make it easy to get you your no money down monthly payment right over the phone. We call it Shop by Phone, and it's the best way we know to get you your payment options fast. You want leather and a sunroof? How about an upgrade to all-wheel drive? Just give us a call. Shop online, shop by phone, or visit us at Telegraph at 12 Mile. Call 1-800-SHOP-FORD.
My fear is not being myself or putting others in harm whenever I'm under the influence. Did you know drivers with a BSC of .08 are 4 times more likely to get in a crash than those with a 0?
There is a reason why the legal drinking age is 21. Underage drinking is ugly because teens who start to drink before the age of 15 are 12 times more likely to be unintentionally injured.
Over 300 fatal crashes and almost 4,000 injury crashes were alcohol related.
Death is ugly, especially since it's avoidable accidents. Yet on average, every 52 minutes, an alcohol-impaired driving fatality occurs.
Fines and fines are ugly, and I want to get paid, not owing anybody money. If everyone obeyed new driving policies with a BAC of no more than .05, alcohol impaired driving fatalities, injuries, and total costs could decrease by 71 through 77%.
Help us remind others to not be ugly with alcohol and keep alive with .05. This message was brought to you by the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development. For more information on how you can get involved, email admin@mycap.org.
That was a pretty interesting video.
That was a great meeting. I gained so much from it.
It was pretty nice. And to think all we had to worry about was marijuana and alcohol usage.
Yeah, that number will be a whole lot lower. Did you know some common mental illness leading to addiction are bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, and even post-traumatic stress disorder?
For real? No, I didn't know that. Imagine if everyone knew the consequences of taking such a serious drug. We'd be a lot safer.
Did you know you could ultimately die from using opioids at such a young age? Opioids affect the body by binding the brain and the spinal cord, which blocks the pain signals from reaching the brain.
Yeah, and also you could suffer from nausea, constipation, and like you said earlier, addiction, which commonly leads to overdose and eventually death. Dude, nausea and constipation at the same time? We need to spread what we learned today to everyone else so that they don't go down the wrong path.
Don't let opioids ruin your life. If you or a loved one are suffering from addiction, please call 1-800-241-4949. Let's keep our community safer.
The non-medical use of prescription drugs, including opioids, is a growing concern in our communities, affecting all ages, including our youth. If the medication wasn't prescribed to you or has expired, don't take it. If your name isn't on the bottle, it's not meant for you to swallow. Addiction is real, and lives are being ruined. Or worse yet, lost.
Visit PreventionDetroit.org/opioids to find prescription Dropbox locations.
Thank you and welcome back to Urban Review, young people and everybody else in our listening and viewing audience. Once again, I want to reiterate that we are going to have our Center for Urban Youth and Family Development Breathe Free Westside Community Cookout and Health Celebration. That's going to take place on Friday, August the 7th from 12 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. That will be located at 15827 Indiana Street, right at the corners of Indiana and Pilgrim, right at the corner of Indiana and Puritan. And we look forward to having you there. It'll be a wonderful community cookout with free food, free fun. We're going to have all types of resources there. We're going to be doing our billboard premiere. We're going to have the Levy Middle School Marching Band out there, and it's just going to be a wonderful event. And then I've got here with me my friend, Mr. Carl Diabru from the National Council on Alcohol and Drug Dependency of Greater Detroit. And tell us about your event on August the 21st.
Yes, it's August 21st from 12 to 4, and there will be a ton of resources as well. It's going to be a backpack giveaway, old car show. There's going to be a petting zoo. And what I didn't mention earlier was that in addition to the petting zoo, there are going to be pony rides for the children as well. So it's going to be a great time, a lot of healthy resources, a lot of fun. Tune-Up Man is the host for the event. And we hope to see you all there. Thank you for the opportunity to come on your show and talk about our event.
Oh, wonderful. So August the 7th, you got something to do. August the 21st, you got something to do. And just real quick, this Saturday, July the 18th from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. over at the Renaissance High School, 6565 West Outer Drive, Black Men's Wellness Day. Get checked out, not checked in. Black men, come on over. There'll be health screenings. There's going to be a 5K walk and run. There'll be a senior pavilion. There'll be a kids zone, entertainment. So come on out, get yourself checked out. That'll be Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. over at Renaissance High School, 6565 West Outer Drive. Then on Wednesday evenings, July the 29th, August the 5th, and August the 12th, there will be a Love and Logic Parenting Boot Camp, free virtual parenting education sessions. All you've got to do is call 734-751-2140 to get the details, and you can be a part of the Parenting Boot Camp, and that is for free. And then on Wednesday, August the 5th, there is the book club, The Amazing Generation, by Mr. Jonathan Halt and Catherine Price. It's a wonderful, fun guide for freedom, and it is an excellent event. So, and last but not least, I want to mention to you that on August the 11th, there will be a youth mental health first aid event. That's Tuesday, August the 11th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Youth Mental Health First Aid is designed to teach parents, families, members, caregivers, teachers, school staff, peers, neighbors, health, and human services workers, and other caring individuals how to help adolescents ages 12 to 18 who are experiencing a mental health or addiction challenge. Youth Mental Health First Aid is primarily designed for adults who do not have a mental health background. Participants will learn to recognize signs. They will learn how to initiate conversations. They will learn how to discuss professional and other supports, and they will assist in mental health or substance use crisis situations. That is going to take place at the Guidance Center, which is 13111 Allen Road, Building 2, down in Southgate, and that is free. Now I'm going to wrap this thing up, and I'll close it out with the words that Nelson Mandela said to himself every day for the 27 years that he was in captivity. Out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods there be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud, and under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody, but I'm bowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the minutes of the years finds and shall find me unafraid, for it matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the captain of my fate and the master of my soul. And finally, when you're up against some trouble, meet it squarely face to face. Plant your feet, set your shoulders, lift your chin, and take a brace. And if the worst is bound to happen, in spite of all that you can do, remember you may fail, but you may conquer. So see it through. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim, but don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. And if it's fair to try and dodge it in spite of all that you can do, remember running from it will not save you. See it through. Even hope may seem but futile when with troubles you'll be set. But remember, you are simply facing what other men have met. So if you fail, still fighting, don't give up. Whatever you do, eyes front, head high to the finish, and see it through. Thank you for watching Urban Review.